Alright, in this episode we're going to slow things down a bit and add two smaller features, but also very important features. One is a title screen, and the other is a game over screen. This video is going to be a lot shorter. We're going to focus more on just functionality versus like making it look pretty and everything. So we're going to use create a very basic title screen, a very basic game over screen. We're only going to connect the title screen. The game over screen is more just preparation for the next video, which will be tying the game over screen to a dying in a fight scene or a battle. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive right in. I don't need any of this for right now. I don't need that. I don't need that. And let's see what do we got here. That I don't need that. Don't really need, but we'll leave it. Alright, now that we've cleaned that up a little bit, let's go ahead and add a new scene and choose other node. We're going to search for a canvas layer. We're going to just name that title screen, and let's go ahead and get the saving out of the way. So Control S, oops, not Control A, let's try that again, Control S, scenes, UI, leave it as title screen, press save. Alright, in here, let's go ahead and add a few things. We're going to add a panel, and we're going to add to that a VBox container, and to that we're going to add a label, and this will be called title. And on our VBox, again, we're going to add a button. So I'm pressing Control A to add to create a new node, and then I'm going to press Control D to just duplicate that a couple of times. And this first button is going to be called Start Game. The second one is going to be called Load Game, and the third one is going to be called Quit Game. Alright, and quit game is going to say quit. Load game is going to say load game. Start game is going to say new game. And then our title, My Awesome RPG Tutorial. Is it awesome? Probably not, but I just like to say that. Alright, and let's click our panel. Let's get this little shaded color there. That's what I want. And we're going to go ahead and just move our panel, and thereby moving the collective group kind of centered right there. Let's just look to see how it looks right there. Alright, perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and on our title screen, we're going to just add a script. We're going to change the location by clicking on this folder next to path. We're going to use this arrow to go back a couple folders and open up our scripts, open up our UI, and this is where we're going to save it, and we're just going to leave it as title screen.gd. Press open, press create, and you'll see we got our code here. Let's go ahead and add some add-on ready variables. The first one's going to be the start button. And actually, instead of typing it all out, what we're going to do is we're just going to drag it. It'll be easier. Boom, like that. And add-on ready variable. Load button will be of type button equals, and we're just gonna, whoops, why did I grab title? Just realized that. and then if y'all stop me, shame on y'all. Alright, just kidding. And on ready variable quit button equals, and drag our quit button right there. And hear my dog getting restless, wanting to go for his walk. I told him he's got to wait till after I get this video recorded. Plus it's like 33 degrees outside. I don't know why he wants to go outside. Alright. I guess we should connect things, right? So let's start connecting. Start button dot press dot connect. Don't have a function for it yet, but we will call it on start pressed, and then load button dot press dot connect. That, and then we're also going to have a we're just going to code this boolean in for right now, in preparation for or just for right now, just to, it's not a boolean, it's an active. No point in having, whoops, because we don't have a save system set up yet. We'll just deactivate the load button for the time being, and then when we get our save system set up, we can connect everything and then delete that bit of code right there. Now for our functions. Say get tree, and we're going to change scene to file. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to come into our scenes. We're going to look for underworld, a town. Just right click on that, choose copy path, and then inside of this guy right here, add a quotation mark, and just Control V, paste that in. Function on load pressed. I forgot a space in there. There we go. And this one we're just gonna say pass. It's not gonna do anything for right now. And lastly, function on quit pressed. I'm just gonna have it quit the game, which is get tree dot quit. Alright, now we can save all of that, and we're gonna go ahead and test it out by pressing this guy right up here in the top right. There's our title. The load game is disabled, which is what we wanted. Quit, that works. Let's press it again, new game, and brings us to the town, which is what we wanted. So that's good, that's functioning all good. Now let's just create our game over screen real quick. So we're gonna go new scene, other node. We're gonna go canvas layer again. Just repeating the process. This time we're gonna name it game over screen. Control S, since it's the first save on that scene, it'll bring us here, and we can just go back a couple spots. Oh no, we're in our scenes. That's good. That's what we want. And then we're gonna go to UI, and then make sure you just press save. All right. In here, we're gonna Control A, add a panel. Control A, add a VBox container. Control A, add a button, and then Control D a couple times. Click on VBox container again, because I forgot to add a label. There we go. And let's drag that label up top above the buttons. Go to our 2D view so we can see everything. So say game over. Center it. Our button is going to be called Retry. We'll say return to title screen, and then quit game. Let's see. Increase the size of our panel again, and then we'll zoom out a little bit and just move that right there. Where are we at on time? We're at 12 minutes. And save it one more time. Let's just see how it looks. Bad. It looks really bad. Alright, so let's go ahead and just let's see, presets in the center, yeah, and then right to left, left to right. Here it is, fine then. Let's see. Well, let me move this. It will. Okay, that'll work. That's what they could add into this, a way to. And if maybe I'm missing it, so if you know it, just wanted to center this so that it's centered inside of the panel. That looks good. And you know what? Let me go ahead and check the title screen also. That is suffering from the same issue. I'm gonna go ahead and center it, and then VBox container, and let's go ahead and just move all of this. Oop, wrong way. There we go. Control S to save. Now let's look at that. Alright, that looks a lot better. Let's look at that game over. Alright, now we're cooking. Alright. like I said, this one was going to be a short one. In the next video, we'll get the game over working with some code. We'll also have it working with the player, so that when the player dies in battle, it goes to the game over screen. Alright, so until then, keep learning, keep building. I will see you in the next one.